Welcome to the city that never sleeps, at least between the hours of 7 and 1600. Welcome on back to CDS here on Simulated Mind. So we're working our way through Reputation 6, trying to get to 7 for the next big upgrade, and we have 35k to our name. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get another car and get things rolling. Ooh, new car here, Phantom Thunder. We haven't seen this one before. Definitely a muscle car. Look at that. Sort of reminds me a little bit of a Stingray. A little bit. 1996, 56% drivable. Nice. Almost 100,000 miles though, but still. Okay. You know, that's crazy that you could. It seats 5. Really? Wow, that's. You know, though, it doesn't mention comfortably. So we'll just have to imagine that it can seat 5, but you know what? Let's go ahead and check it out. Actually, it's the car that's here on our monitor. At 300 meters out. Yeah, I'm just going to run it. We'll sightsee, enjoy the details of the world. I do like the fact that there are these, like, pathways here. One, it's more realistic, but two, it's just handy if you are running around. Hold on. Can I hitch a ride? Alright, let's go. Heck yeah. Alright, here we go. Hey, thank you, buddy. Hi there. Kenneth. 14.7k, huh? Alright, what about... And, you know... Go along with me here. What about 11k? Holy crap, he jumped down. Okay, alright.
Maybe this. Let me think about
I was not expecting him to jump down that low. Okay.
Maybe this, or maybe that. Too many dishes.
Did you just say too many dishes?
Tough one, eh?
That's tough. Oh yeah, too many dishes. What? Alright, let's go for that.
Alright, let's do it.
Look at this thing. Very sleek. I like the design. I probably wouldn't like the gas mileage, but I do really like the design. Hey, a muscle car that doesn't have the word muscle on the back of it. There we go. Alright, let's hose this baby down. Yeah, I'm going to be really intrigued to see how much the price jumps up on this once we get enough of the work done on it. Especially the body work. And I do love the fact that with the body work, that is completely 100% on our end. Like, we can control that. It's not based off of upgrades, though it might be. It might in the future, you know. There's a lot of things that could change over time, being as it is in early access. I am kind of curious on, like, what area of the U.S. this place is, like, inspired by. Like I was saying in the previous episode, too, especially with all the rust. Like, you got to have either salt or salt water around to really be causing that. You know, whether it's because of snow, so you're salting the roads, or you're by the ocean or something. And so far, I don't see any bodies of water. Oh, and that's like a massive junkyard back there. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Well, wait a minute. If there's like this junkyard here, why are we going all the way out there? Even with the rust, it, you know, when it's clean, polished, still looks pretty nice. Oh, actually, had someone ask on a recent episode too if you could scan the car before you buy it, and I meant to test that because I've been mentioning it and I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, I feel like you should be able to, because yeah, you would have access to that information before you purchased it, ideally, right? And so, yeah, I do have to test that. I'm hoping you can, because then you can make a really sound decision on like, oh, I don't have the upgrade to do the engine, but the engine's in the red. Let's not get this vehicle. So I will hopefully try it on the next car. Now this needs quite a bit of work. Again, we're seeing it where things aren't really spread out too evenly amongst the parts. It really is like certain parts just have really good durability, other parts just really bad. Like most of the exhaust system has to go out. We do have calipers and a brake disc or two that needs to be replaced, and then a rear shock absorber, and then a suspension pin. But with all that though, considering that we're at 16K, that's not too bad. All right, let's get our employee over to the body shop. All right, Paul, there you go. Then we have to tell him to work on it. While he's doing that, we'll get the parts. Oh, it's less time. So each time we use him, it seems like it takes him less time. Interesting. Kind of curious on why, whether it's just like, oh, he's gaining experience from working, or what it is, I don't know. Oh, it's 1600. We're actually around the time where a lot of the shops are going to close up already. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I do know that the junkyard does close, though I don't know if it's the same time as the store or not. Alright, cool. So he's still working on that. Almost done. Alright, so we need a whole new exhaust system, pretty much. And then we need some things in suspension and some things in the brake category. I could just try to go to the junkyard, but I personally like to buy new unless it's the engine, which is 3K. Oh, actually it's showing here 1500, but the last time I checked, it was 3K. That's interesting. Huh, okay. I mean, I won't complain, it's cheaper, so that's a good thing. Take it and run. Oh, cool. Alright, so I do have a muffler. That's brand new. I do have a suspension pin, so we don't need to buy one. You want to buy some more calipers, because they're fairly inexpensive anyway. I'm trying to remember if I need the rear. Last report. So, got that, got that, got that, got that. Rear. Okay. Back to the Carfax real quick. So muffler, check. We have one of those. So resonator and manifold. Manifold. Resonator. Okay. Fine. Sell that. Now I have to check. Which one did I just buy? The manifold. Alright, so we need the resonator. Pardon me. But yeah, I like the mechanic element. It's very simple, but it's very zen. And it does make you feel like you're at least doing something. Not that it won't be nice whenever we can get an employee to hop on it too, but yeah, I like it so far. No real complaints. Thank you, sir. Great job. Still very curious on the paint booth, because so far it hasn't given me any options. Ooh, high spin out. I get in here and then nothing, so I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but if you know how to get the paint booth to work, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I'd love to test it out. Oh, let's actually get Paul out of there. Otherwise, we're going to be paying him per hour. There we go, on a sign. Alright, let's do this. So initially the car, after being cleaned and everything, was 16K. Probably jumped up to maybe around 17 with the body work. So tailpipe is fine, but this... No, this is fine too. This needs to go, this needs to go. Brake disc... You know what, let's just do the exhaust while we're here. And it's fairly quick too. The thing that takes the most time would be the manifold, because it just has the most bolts. And disassemble. There we go. Nice. 13% on that resonator. I can't imagine how that car sounded. Like, it couldn't have been nice. It could have been a good sound. Like, that whole exhaust system on this thing, it looks durability-wise like how a car would be in Michigan. Because of the amount of salt, the amount of just weather conditions that we get. A lot of times the exhaust can just drop out on a car. Because it's just so rusted. So in Michigan, you'll either see a lot of cars on the side of the road, or a lot of like catalytic converters, mufflers and stuff that have just dropped, broken off because of all the rust. Which is crazy, because from what I understand too, before you buy a car in those states, before they even bring them in, they're supposed to rust proof them, and then ideally with maintenance and all that, you should be okay, but it just they absolutely take a beating. Oh, that's right. We have to select this for the bolts. Assemble. There we go. Pop the tailpipe back on. Okay, then we just need to mess with the muffler. So you need to go. You're basically going. You're about ready to fall right off. Pop that one on. Yeah, almost 18K now with all that. Very nice. And this is looking really good. This is probably the best, now that we fixed the exhaust system, the best exhaust and other section that I've seen thus far in a vehicle. Alright, so we need the left front shock absorber? No, left rear. Yep, rear and then right front pin. Pin is pretty quick. Let me go ahead. Yep, right there. I'm really intrigued to see what other cars end up appearing in the game. Because we notice that as we level up, as we make more money, more vehicles appear on the website. So it'd be cool to see. I like the variety so far. The fact that we have cargo vans, we have muscle cars, among other things, just really cool. Good variety. Okay, so then, yep, brakes need to go, get replaced. Left rear. Disassemble. Come on, there we go. Yeah, sometimes you kind of have to find that sweet spot in order for it to recognize what you're trying to do. There we go. Awesome. All right. So time for the brakes, and then we'll be good to go. So let's make sure we do that right rear first, because that's the one in the worst condition. So make sure that we get that out of the way. Yeah, luckily, besides the exhaust, the replacement of like the brakes and stuff, very easy. Which is really nice. Just super quick. Now, I wonder if they'll add in where we have to replace the tires. You would think, right? Like, you would assume, like, oh, this one's flat, this one is bald, this one is this and that, so you have to switch them out. And luckily, taking the wheel on and off is already built into the game here already, so. Be kind of cool to see. Okay. Much better. So left front caliper and then the left front brake. Oh, perfect. Disassemble. So we'll do this, then we'll be all done with the car. We'll sell it, see how much rep we'll get. We'd be getting around like, what, 150, 160 for each car. Yeah, we'd be getting about 150 to 160, I think, rep-wise per car that we sell. Not a whole heck of a lot, but we're making some good money, and we're getting some good experience out of it. I love the fact, too, that we spent, like, what, 10K on the car? 11K. We spent 11K, and it's up to 18. We could probably sell it for around 20, 21. I think if we wanted to get this to 20K, we'd probably want to change out the right front brake disc and probably some of the stuff under suspension and just get that to 100. And I think we'd get around 20K at that point. I don't know how much more we could really squeeze out of this, you know? All right, we'll go ahead and open just to start to get people here. Perfect. Grab those shots. Shot. Dramatic. Boom. Can't really do much of an interior shot, but there you go. Through the window. Make it look like I stole it and can't get in, or I'm selling someone else's car. I swear it's totally mine. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. With the bonuses from the photos, the wash and the polish, it is 19.5. So let's get it up to 24. Or can we try to push it up to 26 even? Okay, 26 is pushing it. So let's go 24. And then let me creepily watch over you. Hey, you want to buy a car? Phantom Thunder. Can barely keep it on 4 wheels. Let's go. Come on. Hey, there we go. 17, no. Let's do 23,500. 2,300. Or 23,000, excuse me, not 2,300. Yeah. Alright, we're getting her up there. We're already above market value, which makes me happy. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Aha. Can I give you a cigarette? Okay, well, I tried.
No.
I wouldn't mind hi, those are your dreads. I wouldn't mind an additional 5K though from this. I'm gonna reject it. Let's see if we can't get lucky here.
Oh, hell no.
Honestly, by the third or fourth person, by us holding out, we've gotten some really good deals. Hey man, you looking to buy a car? No? Okay. Hi, ma'am. You look like you need a muscle car. Wait, what does that even look like? I have no idea, but... Thunder. Pure thunder. That's what I'm selling here, folks. Alright, can we go for 23,500? We go for 22,400. There's no reasoning to my madness here, honestly. 22,100. Cigarette? No.
Huh.
Okay.
No, not this time.
You know what's interesting? I always see the women denying the cigarettes, but the men are like, okay, partner. Not sure why that is. Reject. I know we can get this price, or at least close to it. I'm determined / stubborn. Because I don't think how much someone pays for something really changes the rep. I think it's just the fact that, hey, you sold a car. I could be wrong on that. But so far, it seems pretty consistent reputation-wise. What varies is the price. And I definitely know we're going to need the money for upgrades. So I do want to try to maximize as much, earnings as possible. Okay, yeah, she totally looks like she wants a muscle car. Look at this, right here. Boom, red interior, black on the outside. Sounds like thunder. You want to know why they call it thunder? It's not actually because of the roar of the engine. It's because it's so beautiful it makes you cry. Like it's rain. Yeah. I know it's really deep and poetic. That's why you should totally buy it. Or not. Jeez. Drama queen over here. Alright. You, sir, with the shirt and the pants and the face. You should buy this. It's great. Not so great if you have a family of 8 or 6 or even 4, I think. Well, I mean, you could squeeze in 4. It says it seats 5, but I don't know how. Maybe in the trunk. Alright, so 23,000.
No.
Oh, this is not moving up as quick as I would like. 22,475. Okay, I really need you to offer more here. 22,000. Reject. I'm stubborn. I want this to go well. Also, let me know in the comments. Should we get another vehicle for us to drive around, or should we try to repair this and doll this all up? Or just sell it and we just run around? Alright, come on, partners, buy the car. I really do look forward, though, to having multiple cars here and trying to wheel and deal with folks. Oh, jeez, he's starting at 16. Oh, man, come on. Jump up higher. No. It's like rolling dice. It's like you're hoping for a jackpot, right? And then somebody just goes, I'll just buy it outright, which people have been doing. And I've been surprised every single time. Yeah, I'd be happy with like 21,000, 22,000. I guess at this point. What's that all about? Has anyone actually ever gone to a car lot and done that? Maybe, actually. Honestly, for me, oh man, going to car lots, the number of times that you find the car you're looking for online and it says like, oh, it's at ABC XYZ location, and you call in, you're like, hey, do you have this? They're like, oh, yeah, come on in. So then you go in and they're like, oh, we just sold it every single time without fail. And it's like, I don't think you actually ever had that car in the first place. I think you had it up there so that way you'd get people in because you know it's a popular car. And then you tell them, oh, darn, you know, we just sold out, but I feel like because it happens so often without fail. Oh, yes, there we go. See, that is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is why we waited. Boom. Oh, 111 rep. Okay, so we got 111 from that vehicle. So we're at 46K. Working our way through. So we're noticing, like, once you hit rep 6, it is getting a little bit grindy. Which is fine. I wouldn't mind having a little more variety, though, besides, okay, let's go on here, let's find a car, let's do the usual, sell it, do the usual, sell it. But overall, though, so far, the build up to this point has been pretty good, pretty solid, pretty quick, in some respects. So I'll be interested to see if they add in anything else to the game to help, like, keep you busy, keep you engaged. Is there a cargo van? Kind of want to do like a cargo-wise again. Phantom Thunder. Any other new vehicles? One of the newer ones is the Off-Rider Canyon. Yeah, so far, vehicle-wise, the Harmonia seem to sell fairly well for a good price. Phantom Thunder as well for a solid price. But the cargo seems to sell quite well. That's been like the highest price point I think I've seen. Let's see here. 8,000, 7,000, 1,800. I mean, the other thing we could do is just flip several small cars. Because that should be quicker, right? So we've been putting in the actual time to get more expensive cars for cash. But if the rep is the same, no matter the vehicle, and you're trying to grind for rep, then maybe the better way to go is to just get several cheap, quick cars to turn over. Because I think at this point, I've just been so focused on, like, okay, we're making more money. We need to make more money. But now we need the rep. Drivable, poor visual condition. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just get some cheap cars. Let's fill up the lot. And see if that can help us, you know, bang through reputation quicker. We won't go too crazy with what we put onto it. I'll try not to. I hate, like, putting crappy components in and stuff like that. That's just a me thing, but not drivable. Uh-oh. Nope. At 50% not drivable? Okay, that sounds like a potential engine problem, so no. Because we can't fix engine problems. So avoid this one. Let's see. So we have this one here. That is drivable at 45%. All right, let's schedule a meeting. Let's first just round these vehicles up. We'll get them all gathered up, and we'll start doing work on them. Because this whole one at a time thing was fine, but we need to spice things up. Okay, awesome. Because we should be able to get this car for fairly cheap. So, like, we could do 800. Actually, you know what? Let's do 650. Let's do 895. Oh, she is not going down at all. Okay, what about 1200?
I must.
Yeah, always denying the cigarette. Interesting.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Whoa! Great job! Whoa!
I got a little too greedy. I tried going a little too low. So it made it so that way she wasn't really willing to budge. Nope. It is... There we go. X. How many spots do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, with 4 spots, we'll get 4 cars. Look at our employee working on that one. God, the visual condition on that is rough. Unpaid salary, where? Where do we pay for the salary? Is it the bank? No. Yeah, I have no idea. Come on, game. What's going on? I know it says unpaid salary. We have to pay them, but... Pay and fire. Why do we have to pay and fire? What? I'm so confused on why that's even a thing. Okay. That was weird. Okay. I'm fine paying them. It should be built into the bank system, though. That's interesting that it's not. Could be a bug, though. Oh, no, that's right. And we still have to tell him to work on the car. Where is he? What? Okay, I think he's bugged. Because he's not even showing up. Let's see. Or is it because the hours? You know, it might be because the hours. Here, let's sleep. And we'll see if he returns. A lot of opening and closing of doors here. Still not showing up. Yeah, it just might be bugged. Yeah, he's not showing up at all. Well, it's going to make this a little bit more interesting. I think our employee's broken, but maybe not. Maybe there is something that I'm just missing here. I do want to be fair. Let's see, where do we want to go? Oh, that's right. We need to actually look at the website. I got so distracted. And we're caught on a bush. Come on. Come on, car. I believe. There we go. Alright, one car down. Time for another one. What do we have? Just a simple flip. Or, no, oh yeah, that one. Again, I like the blue, so I was like, ooh. Could go for just a bunch of strikers. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, the goal is to go a little bit cheap. Wow, that Largo, 57K. That's the most expensive car we've seen so far. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this striker here. Is it drivable? Yes, okay. Pretty much a rinse and repeat of the first one we just got. Be funny if it was the same house too, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. Okay, car's not turning. Come on. Alright, so let's try to get her down. So let's do 1100. Really? That's considered too low. Okay. Really? You're being this stubborn over this? Come on, drop a little bit. Alright, you know what? Let's just do it, because there aren't many of these cheaper cars anyway. I probably paid a little more than I should have, but that's alright. She was not budging, though. Which, hey, you know, fair. Not like the ad said OBO or best offer, so. That's actually usually a thing that really frustrates me, is when you put up something saying, hey, this is the fixed price, no trades, no this or that, no bargaining. People agree to it, like, yeah, nope, sounds good to me, just want to see it in person, and I'll give you the money, like, cool. Then they get there and they're like, oh, you know, how about like $300 less, $500 less? Oh, it didn't look how it did in the pictures. I'm like, no, yes, it did. Things like that. It's like, I hate dealing with that. Oh, there's our employee now. Okay. Yeah, so maybe because it was 7 a.m. and not 8 a.m., the employee wasn't going to be there, but then by 8 a.m. he appears. Gonna have a lot of strikers here. Okay, next up. Yeah, we might just visit the junkyard again for these as well. Try not to worry about like getting new unless it's really going to boost the value. I think an NGD Pulse would probably be the best bet at this point, price-wise. Or the Vanguard here, actually. Another small white vehicle. Lovely. Oh, not drivable? 56%, but not drivable, so probably engine problems. So, let's avoid that, because we can't replace engines, unfortunately. Not yet. Okay, so let's go for... Or we could do a UMX. Change it up a little bit. Also, another white car, though. Treated, drivable. Ooh, nice. Okay. Both of those look good to me. Drivable, and it is treated, so... Actually, as he's already finished, let's get the other car going. So we'll wrap this car around to the car wash, so we jump on that when we get back. We'll get this one moving. Okay. It's done, boss. You could take... I did. Thank you. Get to work. There you go. Thank you. So we should be able to get through a good chunk of the body work today. And then in the next episode, we could try to focus in on all the mechanical parts, try to get those at least a little bit more up to snuff. Even if it's just buying from the junkyard. But if we can get something around, you know, 40 to 60%. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, she's fine. She's totally fine. I saw her leg twitch. She'll be able to get up. No problem. Okay, so 3,200. Can we try for 2,100?
Stop. Cut.
Cut. 2,300. Welcome to the movie of my vehicle. I'm the director. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Because the goal is that we have a fair amount of money, to an extent. So at this point, we're just really trying to build up our rep. So if we can get a bunch of cars banged out, that should hopefully help us get to 7 fairly quick. So we're taking cheap cars, we're going to flip them, not do anything too crazy, and hopefully we'll get where we need to. Yeah, it is really nice. When you're doing something like this where you're chaining cars back to back to back, it is really nice to have that employee at that point. 100%. Wow. He keeps getting quicker and quicker. Look at that. Holy cow. Okay. Cool. No complaints. He originally was a little over 3 minutes, and it was under... then it was just about around 2, and then... Hey, he's zipping through stuff now. I sense a theme. Pretty much. Alright, let's go for one more. We're going to go for 4 cars. 16, 17. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's just filter. 0, 2. Search. There we go. Oh, no, it's this one that doesn't drive. No, I'm good on that. Another white Vanguard? Another white Striker? Not drivable, so we can't do that one. Not drivable, yeah, not worth. That one's not drivable either, so NGD Pulse, I guess. Not drivable. Because I'm going to assume it's an engine issue. Oh, man. Okay. Well, you know what? We have the 3. Get these nice and sudsy and clean and shining. And then we can do all of the interior work. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check the car before buying it again. I will make sure to do that, though. I've been just trying to hammer through these as quickly as possible. I wonder if eventually we'll be able to get an upgrade for the car wash where it just automatically gets cleaned. You know, it sits here and does its thing like the final upgrade in Gas Station Simulator. Also, just talking about Gas Station Simulator, they just released an update where you can control the prices on fuel now, which is pretty cool. And on top of that, they made an announcement that they're going to come out with another DLC called RV Park. So you're going to be able to manage an RV park as well on your property. And they also mentioned that the Shady Deals DLC is currently on hold. They were actually having a third party work on it, and it didn't work out. It wasn't going in the direction they wanted it to. So now they're sort of figuring out what to do from there. So that one's on hold, but they are coming out with the RV Park sometime this year, which is good. Alright, so what we'll do in the next episode is we will work on this vehicle, this one, and this one, try to flip them as quickly and efficiently as possible, and see if that helps with, expediting getting to Reputation 7. But take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you so much for watching. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.